Hi, this is Travis Wood at Grover Real Estate. I'm currently here at West 1302 North Dam Road in Hardwood, Michigan. This is a super cute little cabin. It's got 2 bedrooms, large sleeping loft, open concept kitchen and dining, stone fireplace, hardwood floors, and it sits on 35 acres of rolling hills with tons of frontage on the Sturgeon River. As we pan around here, you'll see there's a nice long driveway. You cannot see the road from here. In fact, when I drove up here today, there were no tire tracks whatsoever. Looked like nobody had even been down the road for at least 24 to 48 hours. So you get ultimate peace, privacy, and seclusion. The river is actually located on the other side of the road, just due south. The reason for that is that, as you can tell, we're on a nice high, dry area. The further north you go on the property, which made for a better building site, as opposed to when you slope down to the beautiful waterfront on the river. That's a little bit wetter, so they chose to build up here. Kind of pan around here, you can see there's a nice large yard. There's plenty of room to put up an auxiliary like pole building or a little garage, extra storage shed, whatever your needs are. You could very easily plop one in right over there. Anyway, we'll kind of head into the cabin and take a peek here. The roof has currently got a little bit of snow on it, as you can see. The roof is definitely due for an upgrade. If it were myself, I would, get a new roof slapped on there in the spring. Something like a metal roof will last you a lifetime. You can see beautiful log siding, kind of notched at the corners, really charming. Kind of head in through here. Some cool detail on the front door, and we open up and here we are. So I'll try to get my camera to focus here. I'm not sure how well it shows in the video, but when you actually get inside, the cabin feels bright, open, spacious. It's very deceiving looking at these kind of cabins from the outside. You think they're tiny with just a couple rooms, but this one has soaring ceilings. In fact, it'll be a good look at the ceiling here. You can see the skeleton of the structure is exposed, those cedar logs. And there is some insulation foam board behind the planks, so the ceiling does have some insulation in it. So if you're here in the wintertime, you're not going to lose all your heat. In fact, the current owners only use this property in the wintertime. They don't even come here in the summer, so we know it's well suited for the rough Michigan winters that we have up here. Furniture is currently covered, but the property does come furnished. Kind of pan through here. Right off the entrance, we have 2 standard bedrooms, both with little kind of corner windows and a generous closet. Stash away all your clothes, board games, things like that. Have another bedroom right off to the side here. Again, you can see some of that exposed structural details, which is, adds a ton of character. Super fun. And we have another closet through here. You can see the electric box. Something that's unique about this cabin is, you really technically could live here if you really wanted to. It's got a well, a septic, it's got electricity. In fact, you could even get a landline. There's no cell service, but the sellers did have a landline here for several years. You've got your appliances and reliable heat source. So, for somebody looking for kind of like a real rustic, secluded, natural kind of up north lifestyle, this property could be that. Kind of look through here. You can tell the kitchen is absolutely huge for a cabin. This is bigger than most people's kitchens that they have in their home. Have a large island. They have 6 bar stools, but you could easily sit 8. I'm sure they've had lots of good times sharing hunting stories and drinking Busch Light or eating venison around the kitchen island there, that's for sure. I'm just kind of cruising through, but again, nice view of the living area. Oh, and definitely we'll take a peek at this wood stove. Such a cool stove. Probably the coolest wood stove I've ever seen, hands down. Some of the detailing on it is just really crazy. I mean, it looks like an antique. It's just so cool. Love it. And this thing is huge too. I mean, if you got this thing fired up, it would heat this place up in seconds. I can't imagine the heat that that thing throws off. So we head through here. This used to be a wood burning fireplace, but they currently have a propane insert in it. So you've got kind of a reliable propane stove there, as well as your wood stove. If you really wanted to go above and beyond, you could add a couple of electric baseboard heaters in here. Again, I'll kind of pan up to the ceiling. That loft up there is a game changer because you take what's already a spacious open cabin and you just add a ton of square footage up there for really whatever you need. In fact, we'll go up there right now. This could be additional sleeping quarters. It could be a secondary living area. You could store things up here. It could be a craft room or a writing area, reading nook. You know, really can do pretty much whatever you want. Kind of pan through here. I love the way that the light hits the balcony and casts these cool shadows throughout the place too. And up here, you really get kind of up close and personal with the cedar logs, which not only act as a structural support, but they're a really cool kind of design element, creating kind of like a rhythmic pattern on the ceiling and adding a little bit of extra detail for you to marvel at. As you can see too, even though I did mention the roof does need to be replaced, I've been here a couple times, checked out the roof both times. I do not see any signs of water intrusion. The sellers didn't report that they've ever had any water coming through either. So it's definitely sealed up pretty well. Anyway, super cool. Love it up here. Head back down the stairs. We'll do one more quick walkthrough. I will then walk you around the yard and cut this video loose. Oh, really quick too, check out the way that original wood floor meets the stone fireplace. I just think that's such a cool contrast. Looks so sharp, such a clean line. And then it just opens right up into this stone fireplace. And this is the real deal. This isn't some little, you know, faux stone veneer. This is like real, solid, awesome chimney, or fireplace, sorry. You can see some deer, which were harvested from the property. Oh, I guess we'll check out the bathroom. I haven't gone in there yet. For a camp in the middle of the woods, this bathroom is massive. Much like the kitchen, this is larger than most people have in their homes. It's definitely larger than my bathroom. Got a nice little vanity there, large mirror. Beautiful tongue and groove siding in here, kind of a little mix and match with some different kinds of wood, adds a little bit of interest. Have a large walk-in shower. Got your toilet right there. The property is currently winterized, so they've got the water lines drained and have antifreeze ran through the pipes. Some storage under the stairs here. There's also some additional storage in there where the water heater and some other services are stored. Real pretty wood switch plate cover. I love those. Again, I'll just kind of do one more quick walk through and then we'll head outside. Okay, I am back outside in the front yard here, facing north, east, south, and west, just to give you a little bit of an idea where we are. Something I didn't mention in the beginning that's worth noting, this property is located on a private road. The neighbors definitely appreciate their privacy, and there's not a lot of commotion or anything down here, so it offers total seclusion, total privacy. And another thing is, even though it's not county maintained, the road is plowed in the wintertime by the adjacent property owners. So I've been out here multiple times this winter and I've never had an issue getting back here. Never had an issue getting up the driveway. The access is a breeze. It's just 2 turns off the main highway there. It's not like you have to drive down dirt roads in the middle of the woods for miles and miles. It's pretty straightforward. I just want to give you a quick view of the exterior. a little bit of the yard, and then I will get out of here because I am chilly. From over here, we get a view of that stone fireplace that I was just kind of marveling at. I mean, look at some of that work. That is so cool. That will last forever. It's gorgeous. The way the stone kind of plays off the wood is just so classic, kind of Uper Lodge. I can't imagine anybody not appreciating some of that craftsmanship. We have a large shed off to the side here, kind of tucked away in the backyard. That's where you'd put your lawnmower, your canoes, your fishing poles, whatever. And then back through here, the property's super active with wildlife. In fact, when I pulled up, about 10 deer scattered in every which direction. There's a little hay bale over there. It's kind of like a bird feeder for the deer. Here you've got those large sliding doors, or I'm sorry, they're not sliding, but they are large glass doors opening onto the kitchen. And a large deck as well. If it were me personally, I would probably rework the deck and maybe even think about putting some new windows in. The one nice thing is that even if you chose to replace every window in this house and the doors, it's a log cabin. You know, it's got 5 or 6 windows, that's it. It's not like you're gonna spend a fortune putting in a bunch of massive new windows. It would be pretty simple, and it would really work wonders for insulation and things like that. I'm kind of ducking down here, but I'll come around to the side. Another thing that would be nice, you definitely could want to get in here and stain and seal this thing. Get it sealed up so it's got another, 30, 40 years of durability left in it. Got a nice pole there to hang your trophy bucks that you're gonna shoot. And overall, just a super peaceful, super secluded, private cabin in the woods. Okay, I don't know how successful this is gonna be, but I'm gonna try to film a little bit of the road coming in. I just wanna show kind of the rolling hills covered in the beautiful hardwoods. Driving through here in November, October is absolutely breathtaking. The trees are bright orange, yellow, and red. It's basically the best of the UP fall colors, as good as it gets. You can see up there's a nice timber ridge. You'll see lots of no trespassing, no hunting signs from the adjacent property owners. Like I said, they really value their privacy out here, so that's something that you won't have to worry about. And I know this doesn't look that spectacular right now, but you can just imagine in the summertime when this is all leafed out and it's shaded by the canopies of the trees. It's really pretty back here, tons of wildlife. Some conifers mixed in with the hardwoods there. If you look straight ahead, you can see like a really tall, I mean, it almost looks like a mountain. It's not really a mountain, but just some really tall rolling hills. Beautiful area. The road is just kind of like a quaint little winding road in the woods. You can see some tire tracks, and that's from me. There was nobody else back here. I'm the only one who's been back, it looks like, in the last couple days. Anyway, just thought I'd kind of show a little bit of the road. And I wish you well. Thank you for watching the video.